Hey guys, welcome to Here On Out Gaming, and tonight I'm going to be playing Gone Home. Just a quick description. Gone Home is a first-person exploration and walking simulator published by the Fullbright Company. The Fullbright Company, I believe, worked on BioShock 2, and they're also based in Portland, Oregon. So this was released for Microsoft and OS X in August 2013, Linux, and then followed by releases on PlayStation and the Xbox One, January 2016, as well as the Nintendo Switch, 2018, and finally on iOS. So let's give it a shot. Let's check out what this game has. Explore.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
I always like coming back home on that airplane ride home. Always smells like something new in the air. 1995, June 7th. It's 1:15 a.m. It's pretty early. Kaylin Greenbrier, Portland. Flight number 270, June 6th, 1995. Alright, so let's check out this house over here. Ooh, Christmas duck. Good old Christmas duck, great. Take the house key. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Oh, Sam. Hello, is anybody home? Cool. Family portrait. Let's check it out. Okay. Sam, Katie, Mom and Dad, Jan, and Terry. Jan, Terry. Sam, and I'm Katie. Alright.
Sam. Hello? Sam! Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Sam, Danielle from the neighborhood called. Wants to come see the new house, call him back. Mom, Danielle is a total weirdo. only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Timetable 1994. Flight to Amsterdam. 210. Fun fact, I lived in Amsterdam for a year. Last year. For a master's degree, which was a lot of fun. Let's see, what is this? Blank page. 50 contests with up to $21,000 in prizes. Stephen King, The Art of Feedback. The Secret. How 20 top authors conquer. Okay. Literary magazine. Fun. Let's see what this room is to. Lobby has to offer here. Directions to work from your house. Left on Crabtree, right on Bullhorn, exit on 247 North, right on 202 East, entrance on the right past Wage Road, travel time 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's a long way. 1 hour commute to work, damn. Janice Greenbrier. So, we're the Greenbriers, senior conservationist. Goodfellow High School. Front hall. Okay. Over the Alps. A novel traveling game. Let's see what's up, let's see what's up. No. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm we shared freshman year? When we were miserable fantasizing about our dream homes, I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got you both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers, I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. I just got a new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, roomie. Carol. Oh, Carol. Okay. Boone County. So, my partner is from Oregon, so I've been to that state twice, 3 times now. It's awesome. I love Oregon. Moby Dick. Holy Bible. Why can I pick that? Regional track and field, girls long jump event, Caitlin Greenbrier. Katie was quite the athlete. Retro in Mexico. Regional, 1990. 5 years ago. Nice going, Katie. Upstairs? Oh, let's explore a little bit more. Alright, what's going on? Hello. What's this? Welcome, new student. We hope that you're as excited about your first day at the Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, 1 line notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, black or blue ink, and 6 pencils, 1 box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock, nutritious lunch or $2.50 for lunch provided by the school cafeteria, a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon again, and welcome, Beth Valens, the principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm gonna have to lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County. Oscar Doc Mason, 60, Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1. All is welcome. Survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, whom he provided wellness and comfort. Maybe this is his house. Deck of cards. DeSoto. What's his name? Freaks and Geeks. Daniel DeSoto. Hello. Office. What is this? Terry and Jamie. This is their father's work study. Pioneer compilation laserdisc compact disc. $1,000. Remote with backlight, double-sided play, headphone out, display on, off, jog, shuttle dial. So many CDs. 2 S-video outs. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. We could do better. Back to basics. Send back in time to Dallas in 1963. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Early space flight, utopia, advanced technology, and World War II early. Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese, U.S.-USSR coalition, paradox results, and JFK being desired outcome. Magic bullet theory. What is the magic bullet theory? X-Files? Check with Sam. Why not disrupt motorcade minutes before LHO can fire? Intercept value control in USSR. Okay, so father was writing a novel. JFK. Superb work of speculation plotted with amazing skill and showing a level of magnetic artistry not usually present in such an academic pieces. A thrilling theory, I couldn't put this book down. An important look at the circumstances surrounding one of the greatest tragedies. You've seen the movie, discover the truth. Oh, sorry. Pretty. Insurance agency electrical inspection form. The wiring in the house is technically up to all safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added to structure for the last 100 years. The system is frequently unpredictable, lights blink out no reason, clear reason, pressure on the floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floors, and fixtures. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, there are no current safety concerns. The issues will not be addressed. Okay. So, the house is old. Itching. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? Library? Tales? Fresh magazine. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Latest tells us about the worst moments. 90210, does anybody still care? Perry, R.I.P. Female gaze, how to subvert it. Sarah Holes. Not gathering moss. It was Perry, was it? I hope so. Unknown method. Oh. What's this? Grab Dad's second book. The Accidental Pariah, Terrence L. Greenbrier. A message from our future. Save the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. A James Bond for today's audience. Compelling, a thriller worth its salt. So, he went on printing those books. A Stranger Under My Roof. Best-selling advice book for parents of teens. The teen years are fraught with change of all types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior from the very beginning as he or she first enters adolescence up through the end of teen years as he or she enters adulthood. The practical strategies here are based upon well-tested principles of pediatric psychology presented by Dr. Elisa Medina, herself a mother of two. As a mother of two, prepared to gain new tools for establishing productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. Oh dear. Oh. 0451. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting for the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations of your childhood. David's known you for a long time. He's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, Reviews Editor, Home Theater Aficionado Magazine. 451. 451. No, there's hidden floorboards. Kubelik and Wise, attorneys at law, Boone County, Oregon. Dear Mr. Hassan, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. A notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting with our firm with this important matter. Jeffrey Wise, attorneys at law. Will and Testament of Oscar Massan. I, Oscar Massan, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this is my last will and testament. The following shall be true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County. I declare no outstanding debts. I do hereby bequeath every item of value which I die possessed, including the dwelling surrounding acres located at 1 Arbor Hill as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to Terrence L. Greenbrier of Ellis County. In the events that said Terrence Greenbrier Jr. should predecease me, then in such event, the bequest to him shall fall in the same and is bequeathed to his children as they ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. Oh, so the house will become the children's. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973, at the offices of Boone County Court Registrar. Okay, so I do hereby bequeath every item of value which I may die possess, including the dwellings surrounding acres. Okay, alright. Woohoo!
Rain conditions affecting the following
Oh,
counties:
jeez.
Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County,
Oh.
Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors.
That was
Flood
near
conditions are expected
the
at lower
coast. I remember seeing tsunami warnings. I thought that was pretty extreme. What is this? Girl Scout. Cool. Cool title. Role model.
Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows.
February 3rd, 1978. Terry, hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor, Hi-Fi Aficionado, had too much review work going around. He was looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for the latest work of literature. And writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. Included some issues of the mag to use as an example. If you're interested, send some writing samples to my editor and tell him that your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. David Cupping, Hi-Fi Aficionado Magazine, New York, New York. Do it, Mike.
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevation.
Accidental Survivor. It's that book Dad wrote. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond in a high-class political thriller. Nice going, Dad. Ooh, VHS,
This is a severe
Andromeda
weather
Stream,
warning. The Northwest
Airplane,
Weather
Moonraker,
Service
Beetlejuice, RoboCop, Blade Runner,
Dawn
JFK,
County,
X-Files Season
Tacoma
1.
County, and Wistaria
I'm
County.
watching X-Files right
Residents
now,
are
actually.
strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all
Season
windows
5
and doors.
right now.
Flood
It's
conditions are
so good.
expected at lower elevation.
The Time Machine, Fantastic Voyage, Top Gun, Ghostbusters, Labyrinth, Clash of the Titans. Is that Remember the Titans? 2001 Space Odyssey. Okay. Italian 4, hi Terry, enclosed. Please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit with a remote and cables. We need half a page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well as Laserdisc. And they want us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and tossing stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. So there's this little glitch thing, so I'm just gonna reset this. Okay, and we're back. The Heaven at the Edge of the World by Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday, she would find the edge, and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "Yar never gonna find the edge. Thar ain't no paradise, and yar, father, we're a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. It's cute. It's pretty good for a grade 2. Alright, let's keep going. Making friends. Even when you're shy, Sam thought this might help Dad. Feeling lonely, it's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with, and this book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
7-Eleven. Steppenwolf, Herman Hesse, Balzac. Okay. So what's this? Hauntings and poltergeists. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting, how to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about unhappy spirits that share the earth with us and what they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. Ooh. Dr. Jitters. Oh. Ooh, what's this? Coliseum. The showplace of Oregon. Tradition of Excellence, Pulp Fiction, 1994, $5.75. Pretty cool. Unsolved Mysteries, X-Files. Anything else in here? No. I don't think so. Alright, let's keep going. What do we do? Oh. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. You wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha. And yes, I'm new. What's up? Just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. You don't have a lot of friends either. So I thought I'd ask something. If you don't mind, do you mind me? Yes, no. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Is it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Screw you, Tommy. Screw you, Tommy. Bastard. Pamphlet. United States Department of Agriculture, U.S. National Forest Manual, Northwest Region Prescribed Burn Procedures and Precautions. So cool. Lots of burning going on the West Coast. What's up? More books? Ooh, that's a vinyl. I like it. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Name Samantha Greenbrier. Date September 9, 1994. Directions. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, choose one of the 2 stories and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order and make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. Ovary C releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. An ovum starts to develop. The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939, Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wojlun in Poland. As the train rambles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, the thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock, and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It's incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Wow. Good one, Samantha. Well played. Ooh, records. Let's check out this bar. From the desk of Donald Fripps, Mercury Books. Right, that's where his publisher is. To Mr. Terence Greenbrier. I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah, despite the low sales of The Accidental Survivor. We went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It's been a pleasure working with you as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Donald. Sorry, Dad. Sucks. Oh. Sucks. Being a writer must be so tough. Samantha, please give this to your mother, Janice. Thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He's missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry to returning. Let Samantha know she's welcome back to her house to visit anytime. Sincerely, Mary Sheets.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. and Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Yo, Daniel. What up, Daniel? Let's play some Street Fighter. Okay, where are we going here? Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing, Sam. Cherry Stone. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I could drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Hadouken. That is you. To the face.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
What up, Lonnie? Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. I think there are some... Oh, yeah. Half of Sam's locker combo. Okay. Heaven, at the edge of the world. Private, do not read. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Samantha Greenberg, 9th grade. December 1st, 1992. Allegra and her scouting party peered down wearily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch right in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry. Her party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water and splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Oh. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all, in fact. What looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair and hands and body of a woman still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Oh, nice. Nice one, Sam. Nice going. Nice little story there. Okay, let's check this out outside. Let's go upstairs. paper clipping. Controlled burn. Just 1 second. Controlled burn schedule for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week. As part of a Forest Service run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress, depending. According to the Forestry Service, in addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that could lead to wildfires in the drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Yeah, Jan. Making in the newspaper. Weekly planner. Couples bowling. Wednesday cooking class. Tailgate. Ballroom dancing. Couples bowling. Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel at State Forestry Service. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedures is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective November 2nd, 1994. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, Bruce Pendleton, 1994. Cool. So, overseeing a fellow worker. Potty mouth. Hassan. Love thing. Stab. Cherry bomb. Predict. Panic bitch theme. Kiss and pride. No you don't, Queenie. You're gonna like this one.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Hang out with girls out of the backpack. Alright. Read sternly worded letter. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd, compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I may have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Nintendo. Okay. Let's find that Nintendo game. Daniel, we'll get you your damn Nintendo game back.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah.
On the
Fuck
nose.
you too, cool schmuck.
Kick. Down, hold, up, kick. Down, medium, well, jump, flip. Alright. Ooh. Those things never work for me. Boobs. Boobies? Hatfield, Sonic Boom 94. Holy Bible. Mitten, Dry Creek Road. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread to the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back into the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, the moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. The king's cursed voice, hair on Captain Allegra's arm, stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before they noticed the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. The great basin of the dead knight's throne room lay below. Skeletal, in rodden robes, the king was hunched over a blue orb, topping his royal scepter. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled in the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, then you." But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line, all traced by this invincible thread, of course. Allegra said, "It's a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. This is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his, "Wait, no." The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop, then turned and ran, the king chasing with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It felt slack to the stone floor. Allegra ran, following the line, and came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply. Its end frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. "Are you going to dance with anyone? Do you like sports?" Okay. What's up? Samantha Greenbrier, 11, Fletcher, Period 5, Shop, Metalworking, C-. Not a challenging assignment, metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject, but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Sure, Brother 150, of course, it's a fair Drews. New for 1965, this one of me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? Here's the exciting new Brother 150, a bike with speed, style, and impressive get up and go. The Brother 150 reliable 4-stroke engine produces speeds that will surprise you. The 2.5-gallon tank provides the ability to ride for longer distances. Fun. Lonnie, the biker. Patty Smith, Biohazard, Dinosaur Jr., Asian Africa, Soul Asylum, Weezer. I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh yes. Cool poster. Cool poster. This fits. Emery board. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Summer free college program for young scholars. Wow. A lot of private liberal arts, science universities. This program by students from grade 10 to 11. Beyond benefits of program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship. Educators at students' schools have been provided documentation outlining specific requirements. Explore, learn. Alright. Oh, she is a good writer. That you all, Sam? What is this? Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction at school? The Coliseum. It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so it's either good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change. I can just ditch out on profitably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I gonna barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. I think Todd's gonna come, so he can see it again if that's okay. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Alright, see you then. Barf. Very nice. I love Pulp Fiction. It's a great movie. Okay.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, You're so beautiful. And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Let's move on. What else is in here? Oh, it's the parents' room. The parents. Barf. Butch Cassidy, all the parents, president's men. Inside edition, Sound of Music. Bridge on the River Kwai. Sounds of the Lambs. Mitten, our cat. Caitlin H5. Oh, Mitten. My sister had a cat growing up. It was cute. What am I doing? What am I doing? So, a very religious cats publisher. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I own the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. I'm on my way back from London. This time I'm going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to come visit. I think you really should. You'd love it. And you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime. I guess I could be convinced. I love you all. the channel is pretty cool. Took a train through it, took a van in a train through it. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our own down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to it, to each other, you live your own lives in the same house, the kids grow up, and they go away. I'm sorry this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry, Terry will get over... Ooh. Don't worry, Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn. That sounds like quite the adventure, but let's cut to the chase. The new ranger they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. Send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. In the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Oh, Carol. Ooh. Babies. What's this? Walt Whitman's collection of poems, first released in form in 1892, but not before it was banned on the grounds of obscenity. He died only 2 months after its release, March 26, 1982. Seeing, hearing, feeling are miracles. Each part of the tag of me is a miracle. Oh, Walt. Watercolor techniques for florals and still life. Are you a watercolorist looking to improve your skills? So was Bradford Gregory once. Since he began painting with watercolors at the age of 40, he's gone to win countless awards in national and international exhibitions. Now with watercolor techniques for florals and still lifes, he shares his years of watercolor experience with you. This book doesn't contain lists of rules, principles, and concepts that will lead you down the path of fulfilling your personal potential as an artist. Escape from Ghost Mansion. Feel the shades you may encounter, the brothers, the cowboy, the widow, as you attempt to escape from Ghost Mansion. Alright, let's go. After the honeymoon, we're discovering your spouse personally, spiritually, sexually. Jesus. It may seem inevitable that the spark that you and your spouse shared on the honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. Reverend Alexander Michael will show you how to rekindle the fire you once had. Part 1 provides simple steps to reopen the lines of communication between you and your spouse, allowing you to face the problems you share as partners instead of rivals. Part 2 leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with a higher power. Will draw strength from spirituality you may not even know you have. Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bedroom, including a few things that may surprise you. Reserves a passion for your spouse. Run deep. You just have to know where to look. 'Cause I know, Reverend, you know how to please rekindle your relationship. Alright, come on, let's go. So I'm going to end this part of the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.